1 year ago, the 988 Crisis Helpline launched nationwide. And since then, counselors have helped thousands of callers who reach out by text, online chat, or calling that number. Our Katie Kairos is live this morning in Rockville at Every Mind headquarters. Good morning to you, Katie. I know you're talking to counselors just about the importance of having this resource available.
Good morning, Randy. Yeah, it's so great that this is really at your fingertips, and it's for anyone who is having a mental health crisis or just having a tough day and they want to reach out to someone. And as you said, they can call or text or chat online, and they can really air their concerns and speak directly with counselors. Once again, it's 988. So hoping to really increase awareness of this because a Pew Research Center study shows that only 13% of people are aware that they can call 988. And we're speaking with the Helpline Volunteer Supervisor, Jackie, now, who of course does speak to people directly as well. And Jackie, just tell me how it goes if someone calls in or if they text. What will happen?
So when someone reaches out to 988, if they're chatting or texting in, there'll be a few questions just so that way myself or some of the other counselors are going to know how to best support you. If you call in, we're going to sort of ask those questions as you get on the line. We want to sort of find out what brings you to the line today. Absolutely make sure that you're safe. Make sure that you feel heard, that your feelings are reflected very well, and that way moving forward we can sort of collaboratively work together to find the best way to support you in that call, whether it be a situation that's very imminently dangerous or even just a difficult day that you've had.
And I know that you also want to stress just that these are completely anonymous and that there wouldn't be anyone calling you back or anything like that. It's a completely anonymous, confidential call. And what's a call that has stood out in your mind that you've taken that might have been a crisis?
It's a call that I took when I was a volunteer many, many years ago. A woman calling from our local area at the time. They were very distraught at the time. Had means to, harm themselves in a very dangerous way as we were talking. Had a very difficult time even communicating with me when, they first contacted us. And during that time, I was able to sort of, use some breathing exercises to help de-escalate them, bring them back to a point where, we could really communicate in a more effective way. I could sort of figure out, what was going on in their life, explore what brought them to me in the first place, and from there sort of find, that ambiguity, what's keeping them from, doing this, action that they're thinking about right now. I want to make sure that this person is safe, so I'm going to try to get them to, take those means away from them in that time, get them to a safe point and sort of make sure that I can bring them back to a level where they feel comfortable with me, they feel comfortable with the mental health system, and by the end of the call they had reported they actually felt much better, and I was able to connect them to a counselor at that time. The hotline that we worked with thankfully had clinical staff that I was able to stay on the line with this person until that staff contacted them.
Oh, good, Jackie, that is so good to hear, and what life-saving work that you are doing here. So we are just going to be continuing to talk about 988 all morning, and you can also call for a third party if someone else needs help. Live in Rockville, Katie Kairos, WUSA 9.
Yeah, such important work these counselors are doing. Katie, thanks.